Computer Science, Cambridge, IGCSE 047A/22, Paper 2, May-June 2023, number 12. Okay, the one-dimensional 1D array team name contains the names of teams in a sports league. The two-dimensional 2D array team points contains the points awarded for each match. The position of each team's data in the two arrays is the same. For example, the team stored at the index 10 in team name and team points is the same. The variable league size contains the number of teams in the league. The variable match number contains the number of matches played. All teams have played the same number of matches. So far, 4 arrays and variables have been introduced. The 1D array team name, the 2D array team points, league size, a variable, and match number. The arrays and variables have already been set up and the data stored. Each match can be played at home or away. Points are recorded for the match results of each team with the following values: 3, away win; 2, home win; 1, drawn match; 0, lost match. Write a program that meets the following requirements. Calculates the total points for all matches played for each team. Counts the total number of away wins, home wins, drawn matches and lost matches for each team. Outputs for each team: name, total points, total number of away wins, home wins, drawn matches and lost matches. Finds and outputs the name of the team with the highest total points. Finds and outputs the name of the team with the lowest total points. You must use pseudocode or program code and add comments to explain how your code works. You do not need to declare any arrays, variables or constants. You may assume that this has already been done. All inputs and outputs must contain suitable messages. You do not need to initialize the data in the arrays, team name and team points, or the variables, league size and match number. Here is the question again, but we've added some structure to it. So what we've done is we have labelled the paragraphs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. For the first paragraph, the first sentence refers to the one-dimensional array team name, so we've highlighted that in yellow. The second sentence refers to the two-dimensional 2D array team points. We've highlighted that in green, so it becomes far more apparent that there are two arrays referred to in this paragraph. And the third sentence refers to the relationship between team name and team points. Now what we're going to do is we're actually going to give you an example of what 1D array team name looks like and the 2D array team points looks like. So if you can see what they look like, the relationship becomes a lot more apparent than what is given in this sentence. And then you can read the sentence rather, and the sentence will make sense. The variable league size contains the number of teams in the league. So this is referring to one variable, league size. And we've highlighted this sentence in yellow. And the next sentence, which is highlighted in purple, refers to the variable match number, contains the number of matches played. And then again, all teams have played the same number of matches. Third sentence, arrays and variables have already been set up and the data stored. Well, when we sort of set up the 1D arrays of team name and the 2D array of team point, and we set up the league size variable and the match number, then this point here, 3, will become more apparent. And here we have each match can be played home or away, and you've got points recorded, and it's told you, 3 away win, A, B, C, D. For away, home, drawn, lost, respectively 3, 2, 1, 0. So there's 4 different scenarios. And then we use all this information to write the program with points A, B, C, D, E. A, calculating the total matches played for each team. B, counts the total number of away wins, home wins, drawn matches and lost matches for each team. C, output for each team name, total points, total number of away wins, home wins, drawn matches and lost matches. And what we've done, we've highlighted these points in different colours so that they sort of stand out. Point D finds and outputs the name of the team with the highest total points. Point E finds and outputs the name of the team with the lowest total points. You must write either in pseudocode or program code. We will write in Python and add comments to explain how your code works. So what we're going to do is for the comments we will say what the variables are about, and we're going to write quite a few functions, and we will add comments to say what each function is about. Now I've crossed this point out because you do not need to. We're going to write the program as a whole program, and when it comes to what you need to do and what you don't need to do, it becomes very confusing. So we've crossed it out, and again we've crossed out point 9. We're going to write the program as it is properly and then run it. All inputs and outputs must contain suitable messages. Now, some things are clear, some things are not so clear and hazy, and some things are partially clear. Now, when we start writing the program, things become a lot clearer. That which is not so clear or partially clear begins to crystallize. So let's begin. Right, let's start coding here. So here you've got the 1D array team name, which contains the names of the teams in a sports league. Now can you see here we've got team name there, and it contains the names which are here: team A, team B, team C. Then here it makes reference to a 2D array called team points, and it contains the points awarded for each match. So this is the 2D array, open square bracket here and close square bracket, and for team A here, this row here, row 0, refers to the points awarded for team A in each match: 3, 2, 1, 3. This one here, row 1, is the points for team B in each match: 1, 1, 2, 2. And this row here, row 2, is the points awarded for team C in each match: 2, 0, 3, 0. Then paragraph 2 here refers to league size, containing the number of teams. So if we have here line 9 here, league size equals length team name. So team name is team A, team B, team C. Len team name will be 3 teams. And match number here contains the number of matches played. All teams have played the same number of matches. So if we look here for line 10, match num equals lem team points 0, because this is team points 0. Can you see index sort of? This is team points 0. This is team points 1. And here we have team points 2. So team points 0, the match number will be 4. If I just put it here like this, print match number, just to show you, and if I run it, It's taking its time here, but it will come. Oh, can you see? 4. So each team has played 4 matches. I will just now get rid of that. Okay, now we come to paragraph 5. Write a program that meets the following requirement. Calculates the total points for all matches played for each team. Now we're going to have a function for that. See, a function to calculate total points for each team. Define the function. We'll call it calculate total points. And we're going to pass in here team points, because all the data, all the information which is required to perform this calculation, it will come from this 2D array team points. So that's why we pass in team points. And at the moment we'll just leave the function blank. Then B counts the total number of away wins, home wins, drawn matches and lost matches for each team. Now here is the empty function here, and we will call it define count match results. And in order to be able to do that calculation, count the total number of away wins, home wins, etc., we will need that data from team points. So we pass in team points here. Then it says outputs for each team: name, total points, total number of away wins, home wins, drawn matches and lost matches. Now here is our function for that. So define display results, and as it wants we pass in the team name, total points which we've calculated in a previous function up top. Can you see line 12 to 14 here? Away wins, home wins, draws and losses, and we've calculated that in the previous function define count match results. So all of this is calculated beforehand, and then it's passed to the function display results to display. Then we've got finds and outputs the name of the team with the highest number of points. So here we have this function here, find highest points team. Now we pass in the team name because the highest number of points is associated with a team name, so we're going to pass in the 1D array team name, and then we're going to pass in total points. So if you remember, total points, what's total points? It's the total points for each team. So for each team you will know the number of total points, and then you can write a function to work out which of these teams, team A, B or C, has the highest number of points. And last but not least here at the moment, finds and outputs the name of the team with the lowest total points. And again, with the same sort of logic, we define a function. We'll call it find lowest points team, and we'll pass in the team name and the total points in order to be calculating that. And all right, now what you need here is a function, the main function, which binds everything together and calls all the other. So def main, define a function called main. Here, total points equals calculate total points. So it calls the function calculate total points, and we are passing in team points. If we go back up here, can you see? Calculate total points, team points, and here this is what you're passing in, and what you're passing out here is total points. It calculates the total points and it will pass it out. Now For the time being, we'll just leave that as the pass. We're going to fill that in a bit later. Then we have this, which calls count match results. Now, if we go to count match results up here, can you see you're passing in team points? So here we have team points, which is passed in. And what is passed out? Well, what you're passed out is for each team, you want to know the number of away wins, home wins, draws, and losses. So that's what is passed out. And later on, we will write the code there. We're just doing the structure here. Now, displays results for each team. So we call display results here. And here, can you see we've passed in team name, total points, away wins, home wins, draws, losses. And we'll do some code there to display all of that. Then we have the line of code, which will call the find the highest number of points. So therefore we pass in team name and total points. See, it matches team name and total points. And what we pass out is the highest team, the team name with the highest number of points. And you have to know what team it is and exactly how many points it is. So you pass out, say team A has the highest number of points. So highest team would be team A, and say it's got 56 points. So highest points will be 56. Similarly, or rather a similar type of logic with find lowest points team. We pass in the team name and the total points. Can you see? And what do you pass out? The team name with the lowest points, which will be lowest team, and the lowest number of points. Say team C's got the lowest number of points. So lowest team would be team C, and say it's got 10 points. So it's got lowest points is 10. Now here, what we've got here in, this line here, it's sort of it's printed out, the team with the highest number of points and how many points it's got. This line here is printed out the team with the lowest number of points and how many points. Oh, and here we've got just a bit of extra, how many teams in the league, and we've got here how many matches are being played. And of course, if you want to run the main function, you need this line of code here. Okay, let's look at the details of the functions themselves. So I've already put in now the code for def calculate total points, team points, and we define a blank array total points for team in team points. So what these lines of code does, it reads the first row first of all, which is 3, 2, 1, 3, and it adds all the numbers. So you'll get 5 plus 1 plus 3, which will be 9, and then it will put the number 9 in the 1D array total points. It will go round the loop again, and it will read the second row. So it read 1, and then it will add them 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2, which is 6, and it will put 6 in the 1D array, and then it will go round the loop again, and it will read the third row, and it will go 2 plus 0 plus 3 plus 0, which is 5. So at the end of it, we're going to end up with a 1D array which is populated with the numbers 9, 6 and 5. Okay, let's look at the next function. I've put the code in there. Now, first of all, we've defined away wins, which will contain, a 1D array with the away wins, but for the time being it's blank. Home wins, it will be a 1D array containing the home wins for each team, but for the time being it's blank. Draws, it will contain the draws for each team. That's the draws for team A, B and C, but for the time being it's blank. And the losses, and this will be a 1D array containing the losses for each team, team A, B and C. Then we have to set them up or initialize them for K in range league size. This will go around 3 times, and so at the end what you'll end up with is away wins will be 0, 0, 0. First of all, for team A, B and C, we'll assume they're all 0. You'll end up with the home wins for team A, B and C, they'll all be 0. For draws for team A, B and C, they'll all be 0. And for the losses for A, B and C, they'll all be 0. Now I've put this code here, print, just so that you see that they do actually end up being 0. Then here, what's doing here is that you're actually, the for loop, there's a nested for loop, and it's calculating the number of away wins for team A, B and C, the number of home wins for team A, B and C, the number of draws for teams A, B and C, and the number of losses for A, B and C. Suffice to say, I'm going to ask you maybe to pause the video and just reflect on how this is actually working. Now here, I've just put the print statements there so that you are convinced that these bits of code actually do work. And then we return away wins, which well, let's first of all see what away wins, home wins, draws and losses are. And if I go down, can you see? First of all, as I said, they're kind of 1D arrays all initialized with zeros, and then after the calculation here, team A has 2 away wins, team B has 0 away wins, team C has 1 away win, team A has 1 home win, team B has 2 home wins, team C has 1 home win, and so on and so forth. Okay, let's look at the code for display function display results, and remember we pass in team name, total points, away wins, home wins, draws and losses, and we've got a for statement which goes round, which reads each element in the array of these 1D arrays and sort of prints things out. Now if we go down here, can we see here what it does? Team A, total points, match results, away wins, home wins, draws. That's what it's outputting. Team B, total points 6, match results are away wins 0, home wins 2, draws 0. And here, last but not least, we've got the output for Team C, which is, here it is there. So what I suggest that you do is that you just pause the video and just reflect for a moment on how this code is working. Then what we have here is the function to find the team with the highest number of points here. And again, you should be familiar with how these types of algorithms work, and you should be able to sort of transpose or import the knowledge that you have by and study this piece of code and import it basically. So what I'm going to ask you to do is just pause the video for a while and just go through the code in your head and see what is happening. You will be working it out. And if we go down here, you can see here, team with the highest number of points is A. Now, a similar type of logic is assigned to finding the team with the lowest number of points. Again, pause the video, just go through this code, and you will be able to work it out. And here is the printer. Team with the lowest number of points is Team C with 5 points. And also we've got some code here with the, if I go down here, see, the number of teams rather in the league and the number of matches played. And here is the number of teams in the league, 3, and the number of matches played. So there will be code. Well, this is a YouTube video now, and in the comments section you will see a link to GitHub for the code. Last but not least, read your question again, read your code, and see that you have addressed all of the points in the question in your code. So good luck. It isn't the easiest of things, I know, but if you can get 9/10 or 3/4 of the way there, you're doing extremely well.